Friends, this is Koca Yusuf. They called me Big Yusuf from Deli Orman. But the world knows me as the Terrible Turk. I got this title not because I'm a terrible person, but because in the sport of wrestling, there's no one who can get my pants off the mat. I was born in 1857 in the Deli Orman region of Bulgaria, which was then Ottoman territory. I don't know if it's because of the air or water of Rumelia, but I was a very robust and strong child. It was inevitable that I would become the greatest wrestler of the future. I started wrestling at a very young age as an apprentice of Kel Ismail Pehlivan, a villager from Nashi. When I was growing up, I weighed exactly 120 okka. Do you know what this means? I was a wrestler weighing 144 kilo. Yes, I was a giant wrestler, 187 centimeters tall and 144 kilos. Fields of Contest recognized me when I competed with Kel Alicho, one of the greatest wrestlers of our wrestling history, who was the chief wrestler for 26 years. I will never forget that day. I was still young, inexperienced, and about to wrestle with the greatest wrestler ever. I thought to myself, be brave, Deli Orman boy. Whatever happens here today, you will have done your best. If you win, you will be a wrestler who knocks out the unbeatable Kel Alicho. If you lose, you will be remembered as a valiant wrestler. I thought that day would never end. We wrestled for hours. The sun went down. Everyone told us to stop wrestling halfway and then continue again. But Alicho, the lion of lions, called out to them with this loud voice, "Oh, this is Kırkpınar, the field of contest. One must not leave the cooked wrestling. Keep going until someone wins. If I am destined to be defeated by this boy, let him beat me." The words of that great wrestler touched me so much that I kissed his hands. I begged him let go. "You beat me with your words, Coach Villian brother," I said, but he refused. He kissed me on the forehead and said, "This square is yours from now on. After a wrestle like you, I won't die having something left behind. The award and the title are both yours. Good luck to you both with these two." And from that day on, my era began. I defeated Adal Halil, who was Kel Alicho's apprentice and held the title of chief wrestler for 18 years, twice in a row. Many brave men, such as Kara Ahmet, Katrancı Mehmet, Kazandereli Memiş, have admitted that I was a stronger wrestler than them. During the reign of Sultan Abdulaziz, Sultan Murad V, and Sultan Ahmet II, I wrestled countless times and was victorious. There's only one match I've lost actually. We were in Istanbul Rami in 1894. Our referee was Kel Alicho. If you remember, my story started when I beat him. This time, Alicho became my referee, not my opponent. It was a tough fight, and in the end, Tolak Mumin left me full open. Falling open is when both elbows or backs touch the ground in wrestling. The belly is turned up and the wrestler is considered defeated. I regret my defeat against Tolak Mumin twice. Aside from losing, my great friend, the valiant Tolak Mumin, was injured in this match and could not wrestle again. Let's come to my story of opening up to the world. After losing the title to his rival in 1894, French wrestler Joseph Dublier sought a new wrestler to regain his title. When he heard my name, he invited me to Europe. At first, I did not want to accept it. But at that time, when an ulema said to me, "It's Vajib, for you to prove the power of Muslims to the world," I took my breath away in Paris. Since I'm a wrestler of oil wrestling, I needed to learn the rules of mud wrestling. It wasn't hard at all. I first wrestled and defeated the French wrestling champion. I stayed in France for 3 years, until 1897. During this period, I faced the most successful wrestlers of Europe and beat them all. I was now unbeatable in Europe. I will never forget once the circus came to Paris. While there, we met the wrestler Hergelici Mahmud Pehlivan, who was Turkish like me and started wrestling. The French police intervened to stop the wrestling. What can I say? We were both young, we were both wrestlers. This match went down in the history as the most brutal wrestling match of all time. Having gained great popularity in Europe, organizers from the United States invited me to New York. I won all 33 matches in the USA. After beating world champion Ivan Louis twice in a row, they gave me the title of the Terrible Turk. That is, the Terrible Turk. On May 21, 1898, the ship I boarded to return to my homeland collided with a British flag, one in northeast New York, on the morning of July the 4th. Unfortunately, no survivors left in this accident. Guys, remember what I'm going to tell you now. Be brave. Always be brave and honest. Have goals and hold on to those goals. If you really want it, you can achieve anything. Trust the blood that flows in your veins. Remember, you are the grandchildren of the valiant coach wrestlers.